Hi and welcome to your letting go practice. So we are going to begin in reclining butterfly for this practice. I have my bolster propped up by a block, but if you don't have a bolster, do not fear. Just as good is a blanket rolled up long ways, and you would have it just as I do the bolster but without the prop underneath, and you just have it so that it would go along your spine and up your back just for a little bit of lift. If you do have a bolster, regardless of whether you do or not, if the blanket's here, then line up with your tailbone. Go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together and then just gently lower the torso back. So it's resting either on the bolster or on your folded blanket. I'm going to have the arms really nice and wide, palms facing up. So we have a little opening through the chest here. Go ahead and close your eyes. So today's practice is all about letting go. And part of letting go is allowing yourself to be open and trusting that you are safe when you let go. So I'd like you to just pause, let the breath just come and go as it needs to. And bring your attention to your mind's eye. And as if you were watching yourself in a replay in a movie, go ahead and just replay the last 12 months or so, specifically looking for things that you have been holding on to, maybe gripping on a little too tight, trying to make something work or fit into a square hole when it's round. Things that have been causing tension, that just aren't working out. And just notice the frustration that comes up. All these little things that you've been holding on to that haven't been working out. And just ask yourself, what would happen if I just let them go? This doesn't mean giving up, but it just means that you're letting go of how you think things should eventuate, how things should turn out. It's letting go of your expectations. And so even though you can still decide to still want whatever it is that you've been going for, you've been trying to go towards, you can still decide to let go of how it happens, how it comes about. All those little things, all those big things. Keep on breathing, letting them float up to the surface. Inhale. And then with a long, full exhale, just let go. Just decide just to see for yourself what happens when you just decide to just let it go. Keep on searching for all those little things, all those big things. The frustration, the tears, the anger, the irritation. Everything that comes up when we're really, really gripping onto something and it's just not working. Sigh out the breath, let it go. Draw your attention away from the mind's eye now. So we're shifting from the mind and back into the body. Gently bring your hands to either side of the knees, and then just closing the knees over, bringing the soles of the feet to the floor, and just pause here. Observe the breath in the body. And you can go ahead and blink open the eyes and just slowly begin to bring yourself up. Alright, if you've got your bolster and your block, and just move the block to the side. And you're either going to slide the bolster underneath the knees, or if you have your folded blanket, you could place a blanket and even a pillow or a cushion underneath the knees as well. Just remember, don't have to have a bolster, you can use all your little props at home. We want a little bit of support under the knees wherever you are. And we're just going to spend a moment just straightening through the spine, dropping the shoulders down. We hold a lot of our tensions in our shoulders, so part of our letting go is to really begin to soften through this upper torso area. And then all we're going to do is just bring the hands to the front of the shins, and then just let the torso begin to just surrender down. Let the head be really heavy. If you have a block or a blanket handy, you could use that as support. And we're just going to let the arms just fall wherever they want to. Your hands are nice and relaxed. Eyes are closed. So the first pose that we did was really all about opening to the possibility of letting go. And this forward fold, yin style, is more of an internal pose. And so I'd like to invite you once again to go back to the mind's eye, the viewing screen inside the mind. I'd like you to search for the deepest part of yourself, the part of yourself that perhaps just doesn't want to let go, the part of yourself that feels scared to let go, that feels frustrated, all that hard work. And then just silently giving yourself permission to let go and see if there's another way. What if you were to just let go of all the little things that are piling up, that worry us, that cause anxiety, that are stressing us out because they're just not working? What if you were to just to let them go and allow the universe or life to begin to flow? Because the beautiful thing of letting go is that often what it is that we've been striving for or dreaming for or working towards is actually able to come to us. Because we let go of expectations of how it's meant to arrive or how it's meant to look. So going deep within and just trying to find all those lingering little things that we're holding on too tightly to.
the visions, the expectations that we have of how it's meant to look. And sighing the exhale out, deciding just to let go. And feeling physically the letting go through our upper back and shoulders, through our head and our neck, right up the back, lower back, middle back, upper back. Everything able to melt down because we're creating space. And keep on breathing into this. Nice deep full breaths in and out. Couple more breaths here. And then go ahead and let your awareness move away from the mind's eye, shifting from the mind back into the body. Noticing all the points of the body right now as you breathe. And then just slowly lifting the torso up. Maybe rolling the shoulders. And carefully shifting the bolster or the blankets out from underneath you. Just take a few moments just to shake the legs out. Go ahead and come onto your back, have the knees bent to begin with. And you're going to either have a strap or maybe a cord from your bathrobe or a belt or maybe a tie, something that's long enough so that you can lift your right leg up and place the strap around the ball of the right foot. Now we have two different options here. If you have a strap, I can give you another option. If you only have a cord or a tie of some sort, then you're just going to wrap it around the wrists and then concentrate on pressing the heel up and then just kind of guiding the foot over top of the face. So we're looking for a stretch through the back of the leg here. And you could even, if you like, straighten out the left leg if that feels okay. If you have a strap, I'm going to give you a second option. So you want to loop the strap so that it's together so that you can have a circle, and just make sure that you bring the actual strap bit out of the way. Have the strap on the ball of the right foot. Then we're going to lift the head and place the strap underneath the head, so right around the bottom of the skull. So it's not going to be on the neck, but around that kind of cushy bit, like where you hold a baby's head. And this is really nice. I know it looks a bit funny, but it feels really good. And so from there, we're just going to press the right heel up, and then we're just going to allow the neck and the head to be kind of held in this little hammock of the strap. Have the arms out alongside you as we continue that experience of letting go. So all of these yin postures that I'm taking you through today have that aspect of having to trust and let go. This one included. So if you aren't in this position and your back is just flat on the floor, then your goal is to just let the shoulders melt back as you stretch through the back of the right leg. so that we're not incorporating the upper body at all. And if you are in the bind with the strap, then we're just working on relaxing through the head and the neck, finding that beautiful stretch through the back of the right leg. And just continuing our exploration of letting go. All those little things. All the tension that we create within the body when we hold on too tight, we grip. Even though we've been trying every different way, it's still not working. We have the option to take a nice deep full breath in and just let go of our expectations. Make space for something new to come in. Make space for a new way, for whatever it is that we're working towards to happen. And believe me, when we let go and let life flow, things happen in the craziest ways that you could never have imagined possible. Taking a few more breaths here. And if you have created the bind with the strap, then just gently release the head back down, bending the right knee, bringing the sole of the foot to the floor. And just pause for a few beats and then we'll do the other side. So if you're not using the bind and you just have a cord or a belt or something, then we're just going to loop your strap on the ball of the foot and then maybe wrap it around our wrist so that we can draw the foot forwards over top of our face. You can slide the right leg down if you wish. If you do have the bind and you'd like to bring the strap around the back of the head, then do that. But just make sure that the strap's not on the neck, it's on the base of the skull. Release the arms down wherever you are. Keep on tuning into all those little things, all those big things. And if you come across something that feels really big, and you feel like if you were to let it go, then you just wouldn't know what to do, where to start, just know that with you deciding to let go in your practice, this doesn't mean that you have to completely let go of your dreams or what you've been working towards, what you've been working so hard on, what you've been dreaming. It just means that you're willing to let go and see if there's another way. You're open to possibilities. You're accepting help. Keep on breathing. Last few breaths here. And just gently releasing the head down, the foot. You can place the strap or tie over to the side and just be still for a moment. Knees can be bent or legs can be straight, doesn't matter. Just whatever feels good. And then go ahead and mindfully make your way up onto hands and knees. So we have one more surrendering pose today to finish off the practice, and I'm just going to take my blanket here and just fold it so that my knees have a little bit of support. And this last little yin pose is all about surrendering the heart. And so we're going to come into melting heart. So we keep the hips lifted for melting heart, and then we walk the hands out as we lower the heart down towards the floor. So we're literally melting the heart down. Now, if this becomes too much at any stage, then you can just rest the hips down towards the heels and come into a extended child's pose. Otherwise, we keep the hips lifted. Just take a few moments just to settle into this pose. And then bringing your awareness back into your mind's eye. And searching for those parts of yourself that's finding it hard to let go of all those things because it's connected to your heart. It's connected to your heartfelt desires. It might be connected to relationships. Those things that you've been holding on to because your heart's involved. You care about them. And then once you find all those things kind of bubbling up to the surface, beginning to take nice deep full breaths in. And as you exhale, just deciding to let go. And that doesn't mean that you're giving up, but you're letting go of your grip so that other ways, other solutions can find their way in. It's that feeling of complete surrender. Letting go of expectations. And being okay with not knowing how. Telling your heart that it's completely safe to trust. And having faith that it's going to work out exactly as it needs to. Breathing into all of this. Surrendering with every exhale. Deciding to let go. Last few breaths here. And just go ahead and bend the elbows so that you can shift the elbows back and then rest back into a child's pose. If you can, bring the knees together and then just wrap the arms around the bottom of the legs, palms facing up, and rest the forehead down on the floor or onto a blanket or a cushion. And just continue to breathe. If there's any last little lingering parts of yourself that are gripping onto something, holding on too tightly, spending these last few moments inviting the act of letting go, of surrendering. Even if you really don't know how, just exhale and decide, I'm letting go. I'm creating space and open to new solutions, to a new way. Letting go doesn't mean that you're giving up. It means that you're trusting, surrendering to the flow of life, and allowing life to make its magic happen for you. Very mindfully pressing yourself up and just sitting back on the heels for a moment, eyes closed, palms resting on top of your lap, open, in a gesture of receiving. Just thinking about all those little things that you've just letting go of. All that space that you've created for new ways to make things happen. With your palms open, allowing life or the universe, whatever it is you want to call it, to give you exactly what it is that you're needing, that you're dreaming of, that you're working towards. And bringing your hands together at heart center, gently pressing your thumbs against your chest as you inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, bow the chin towards the chest. Give yourself a smile for your practice. Lifting your thumbs to your forehead. Honoring life. And honoring yourself by trusting and surrendering. Knowing that everything happens as it does for a reason. Knowing that by letting go, you are inviting the magic of life to flow. Namaste. Well done.